boy DJ Wolf here. I got a couple things on my mind. I finally was able to get a clip. My old lady gave me a clip so I could actually clip my podcast phone, to the vet, so I won't have to put it on the side. It won't be jiggling. But still might hear a little of it. But anyway, I was thinking about a couple of things. This is my Monday rant. I talked about the shooting of the veteran officer of 4 years with the Prince George's County Police Department who got killed yesterday over in Orlando, right outside the police station. They said it was 2 suspects. It was actually 3. What they found, 2 of them were brothers, and they will be charged with murder. I'm thinking personally they should be charged with capital murder. I mean, after all, law enforcement are there to protect and serve the public. And here's my thing about this: if you're gonna attempt or kill a police officer, you would do that to anybody. Because what happened yesterday was a complete ambush. And from my understanding, for the most part, it was unprovoked. Completely unprovoked. They just shot him cold blood. And I know there's some issues where, you have some cops that they have harassed some civilians. But I'm telling you, this ain't the way to do it, man. This is not the way to resolve these issues, man. If you're going about it this way, if people are going about it this way, they're going about it all wrong. I don't condone it. I don't condone anything to do with violence at all, of any nature. I really don't. It's a shame that in this day and age, in 2016, people don't have respect for one another. You don't even have respect for, for officers, man. And like I said, I'm not trying to say that all officers are bad, because all officers are bad. The majority of them are out there to do the job. The majority of them are out there to protect and serve you every day. And they risk their lives as it is every day. And then you're going to go out and kill one just because, you don't like cops. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's really sad. I had so much emotion pent up in me thinking about that, man. The guy was only 29 years old. He was out there doing what he did best. And you got these few suckers out here trying to be badass for no reason. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And you wonder why people look at us the way we are. You wonder why. At the same time, you got that slavery mentality. Like I was talking about earlier about when it comes to putting our own interests, out here in the political front, and all of the candidates are white. There's not one black candidate running. And I'm not going to, include Ben Carson, because Ben Carson is a complete super coon, and I'll say that. And I don't use the term often, and I don't use it lightly. But in the case of Ben Carson, when he said, he was quoted saying he never actually intended to run for president, what the fuck was you doing out there? Wasting people's time? No. You was out there making money for the Republican Party. That's what you were doing. You was the Republican Party's bitch, Ben Carson. Yeah, I said it. You were the Republican Party's bitch. Why else would you sit there and say some bullshit like that? And then you go about slavery wasn't bad. Really? Really? You serious? You actually said that. You were the Republican Party's straight up bitch, Ben Carson. Because you had never had no intention to run, that you were just their hoe, making money for them, collecting them donations for the Republican Party. And then you're going to sit there, of all people that you decide to support, you support Donald Trump. The guy called you everything but a son of God. Really? That I still don't understand. That guy. Yeah, that guy. Of all people, that guy is the guy you decide to support. Dumbest thing ever. You know? The guy who honestly, I would not trust. I wouldn't trust him with my paycheck. You know? Donald Trump, of all people. And speaking of Donald Trump, I read some interesting things about Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump at one time did not want black people. He did not want to accept payments from welfare recipients. It was something to do with that. But he discriminated against black people back in the 70s. Very well documented. And he fought tooth and nail in that case too. You know, yeah, the Donald Trump. Donald Trump's a son of a bitch, man. He really is. And on top of that, he had many failed businesses. Do you know how he bounced back? Another fact. When his father passed away in 1999, he left Trump and his three siblings over $300 million in assets. That's what bounced him back. If it wasn't for that, he'd be in a doghouse. Real talk. Donald Trump is a spoiled rich kid who don't know how to manage businesses or money, for that matter. It's just his mouth. You know? He's had some success, don't get me wrong. But he's not very successful at it. And if you think that he's going to be successful at becoming the president, just because he knows how to talk, you are out your fucking mind. Donald Trump, really, for the most part, is more of a failure than a success. But because he has some success, you know, and because he's wealthy, he flaunts it. Donald Trump is not the big deal that people think he is. He's a fraud. He's more of a fraud than people will ever know or ever will realize. He is. He's a giant fraud. He's a giant fraud. No question about that. I mean, some of the stuff I already knew about him, but it was shocking to read how big of a fraud he really is. Come on, kids. Come on. Come on. So I'm trying to wait these guys to cross here. Look like they're Nazis on this wall. Anyway, but really, fool. Well, I tell you, people are just so pressed around here. It ain't even funny. It's not even funny. But, you know, he's a fraud. Donald Trump is a major fraud. That's what he is. He's a fraud. He's a very well-known fraud. You know? And I was shocked how big of a fraud this fool really is. He's an effing fraud. This fool was trying to run this bus? Are you serious? Man, what an idiot. What an idiot. I wouldn't even move. I wouldn't even move. Dude trying to run a bus. Well, I swear, DC, I'll tell you, DC got the scariest drivers on the planet, man. You know, I've been in DC 27 years. Yeah, 20 years. I think these guys drive like absolute fools. They really do. They really do. But, yeah, Trump is a fraud. I'm going to expose more about it later on. I'm going to try to do a show this week. Hopefully, or I'll just get some more information on Donald Trump. And I'm going to expose his ass. He's a big-time fraud. Big-time fraud. Oh, my God. I just didn't realize how big of a fraud this fool really is. Yeah. So, I will expose him more and more. Also, I talked about it earlier today. Russell Wilson is engaged to Sierra. Yes, Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson is engaged to R&B singer Sierra. Now, why? I have no idea. I mean, they've been dating for a year, and she said, "Oh, we're going to be celibate." You know, I'm like, really? You were celibate to half the guys you were, most of the guys you were dating prior to Russell Wilson. Are you kidding? And then there was a rumor that Russell Wilson's ex-wife had cheated on him. Now, I don't know how much or how often she was cheating or who she was cheating with. I can't confirm or deny that. I will tell you one thing. Him ditching his ex-wife to get with Sierra was a major upgrade for him, because Sierra's fine as hell. I will give her that. She is fine as hell. But anyway, you know, in terms of trying to marry her, I don't know. If I was Russell Wilson, I would have been out there for a little while longer, man. You know, I don't know what he was thinking. You know, I think it's just puppy love just caught him. You know, he must have sniffed the poo nanny or something a little bit early before he got a chance to, you know, I don't know. I just, you know, with the mind, I tell you, I have no clue. I have no clue. But I guess he couldn't wait any longer for the bootay, because she said she wasn't giving him nothing until they got married. Yeah, I actually said that. Yep, they were waiting till they got married. I'm like, what happened all the other times? You know. So I have no clue of what, who, how, and why. What happened beforehand? You know. Don't know, don't get it, don't care. Man, these people drive like nuts out here, man. Absolute freaking nuts. As usual, because this crazy Monday traffic in DMV. Don't let us know they really gonna get nuts. And I know what happened last time. It snowed really bad out here about a month and a half ago. Jesus. These people were losing their freaking minds. You know, 4.5 hours in snow on one main road out here, Suitland Parkway. Just sat there. I mean, literally sat there. Barely went an inch an hour. You know, maybe about 2 inches per minute or something. I don't know. It just, you know, it still went up. By the time I got down the hill, it's like it wasn't even that. I mean, you had cars sitting on the right and left side. Like, what y'all doing? You know, what are you going to wait till it stops snowing? Actually, it did stop snowing. People still didn't even try to move. Some of the people actually left their cars there after 4 hours. I was like, really? But anyway. So, but getting back to that, I'm like, dude, if I had the looks and all that at 26 like Russell Wilson did, and had it going on like he did, I would have never, that's just me. I mean, I would have been into her, but not to a point where I'm like, I'm going to make you wifey material. You know, that's just me. You know, I'm not, you know, really trying to attack her character, but I'm just saying, you know, she's been with different guys, man. And I don't really want to knock her, because she come off she's very sweet, you know. But I don't know, maybe love does that to some people, man, you know. Because you really don't know. And sometimes you don't even care if a girl you with or that you've been with, you know, had, you know, been out there. You don't know. But you know that your heart's there. I'll say that. You know, I'll be nice about it. I'll say that. You know. But, hey, it is what it is. It's DJ Wolf. Any questions or comments can be reached at foralltohear@gmail.com, foralltohear@outlook.com, foralltohear on Twitter, and foralltohear on YouTube. DJ Wolf. I'll talk to you later.